Good evening, everybody. I am here this evening with my little Ollie elf. He was Santa's little helper this year, and he makes an adorable little elf. He really does. Too bad his little ears aren't pointy. But we are going to give him a little change, get him ready for this cold weather that we're having today. We're going to remove his little, let's see how I need to do it. Oh, it looks like it unbuttons from down here. He is not wanting to sit up for his mommy today. He is just really wanting to lay back. So we are going to lay him back in just a moment. Oh, if he don't lay himself back, hey, no tantrums. We don't throw tantrums. So we're going to get this off of him. I know I laid him down and now y'all can't really see his handsome face. I love his little chin roll. It is so sweet. And I know there is a sister out there who messaged, and she also has this sculpt. And I actually forgot what sculpt it is. But his name is Ollie. Yes. And look at that beautiful painted hair of his. Beautiful. So today we had 2 basketball games that my 10-year-old is playing basketball for the first time now. He's able to. And so he had his first 2 basketball games today. And that was a bit exciting. And while he's playing, I do a little bit of crocheting. Maybe I'm not. I probably should watch the whole game, but while they have to switch out, the team players. So while he's not on the floor, I am crocheting, and then whenever he goes out, my husband lets me know, and I stop so I can watch him play. But he really enjoyed it. He had a good time, which I'm glad. We've got to do a bit more practicing, though. You know how the first games go. The first games are just, a bunch of ball of nerves and just seeing the game. And this is the 3rd grade's, first time to play. So that's when the league starts here is 3rd. Of course, they play with 3rd and 4th graders. Isn't he just so handsome? He just a handsome boy, and I love his little double chin right there. And his eyelashes are laying over. I'm not sure why exactly. This one almost came off. I need to talk to somebody about how to fix that one. It's just that they're glued, and that just happens occasionally. But anyway, he looks so handsome even in white. So I have the cutest. Well, I think what I'm going to do, did he have a diaper cover on? I didn't see if he had a little diaper cover on or not. No, he has 2 onesies on. And then, yeah, I like to put the diaper covers on them just because it makes their booty more full. But boy, this diaper is pretty worn looking, Ollie. It is, and I didn't bring a new one to put on him. So, and there's the, yep, still smells good. I think maybe he would wear a size 3. I don't know. It fits. That 2 is not too bad. That size 2 is not too bad. It's just it hadn't been messed with in a while. So I needed to smooth it out. And he's got on 2 onesies. It kind of makes them, the more clothes you put on, it just kind of fills them out a little bit more. To me, makes them feel more real. That's just my opinion, though. So Laura had her birthday party Friday and at the park. And she has taken after her mommy. She really loves stuffed animals and she loves baby dolls. And she didn't get a baby doll, but she's also very, what did I do that for? I was going to put a diaper cover on. Darn it. Um, she's also, but she got lots of stuffed animals. She got a little zebra sequin purse that is like a backpack, but we're calling it her purse. And it, it zips, so you can't put a lot of stuff in it, but enough for a 6-year-old. And so she got that, and she got some cute stuffed animals. Her birthday's right around, Valentine's Day, so they've got lots of stuffed animals at Walmart put out, and I found one that is the cutest. I want so bad. My husband's like, you are an adult, Carla. Yes, I know I'm an adult. I can't help it that I just love stuffed animals and babies. I love them. Anyway, Walmart has it, and it is a giant peacock, and it's gorgeous. It is just gorgeous, and I want it. My son will be moving out in February. I'm very excited because then I get to move back into my nursery, and I never really fully got it fixed up, so that is what I will be doing next, is making a nursery. And my husband and I are kind of like, he says, you guys share it. Well, he wants a table so he can do his own. He'll be making bullets and stuff and gunpowder. And I'm like, I don't want gunpowder floating around in my nursery. My babies are in there. What are you thinking? So he's claiming that I'm going to have to share it with him. And Aurora always says, sharing is caring, Mommy. But I don't want to share it. I wanted to put me a little twin-size bed in there. I had found this gorgeous couch. And I don't even know, I don't even know that you would call it a couch. It's more like a lounge. Just one side had an arm. The other side didn't have an arm. And then it had a back, a back. And so it's kind of like a lounge. It had a bit of like an archway to it. But the material was so pretty. It was, am I doing this wrong? No, I'm not. Okay, I just had to look at it for a second. It had giant pink roses all over it. Oh, it was so pretty. It looked very, very Victorian, just very pretty. But oh goodness, I'd set this out a couple days ago to put on him, and I think a kitty cat might have laid on it. See, that is why I need a nursery, so that the cats don't get on my baby's things. Anyway, so I'm going to pick him up just for a second, everybody. So we I don't really want to share it. I don't really want to share my nursery with my husband. It just does not sound fun at all. I want a place that I can go and, just a she shed kind of like, Cheryl and her she shed. Well, I need a getaway, because I'm here all day long, and I'm here with the babies. And not these babies, my living babies, all day long, and I just, this is where my job is, so I just need a place that I can get away to. And in the summertime, I spend so much of my time, the spring and summer, outside in my garden with my flowers. This year, I didn't as much. I did not, my daddy was sick, and he had cancer, and it was just a very tough time, and I didn't spend as much time in my garden. I just couldn't. I don't know why. I mean, gardening was something me and my dad did together, but I was just focused on my daddy. So, we'll see what this year brings. You know, I love to get out there and do the flowers. And so let me tell y'all really quick. I'm putting on this red and royal blue and tan flannel on my little Ollie, and it snaps up the front. It's a onesie flannel. And then over the top of it, you guys, this is the cutest outfit for a little boy. It has that flannel that his shirt is as a belly of a puppy dog. And the puppy dog's head and ears are on the chest. Isn't this adorable? It may be kind of biggie on him. I don't know, but we're still going to wear it. I love overalls on babies. And this winter wind whipped in. Finally. And you know what? Still, it'll probably be warm this next week. But, because I don't think it really gets cold here in Texas until maybe February. Like cold is what I'm talking about. But so, back to what I was saying in the summertime, you know, if you've watched my videos before in the past, I just garden or flowers, lots and lots of flowers. And I usually have, well, last year we didn't do a garden. We just did tomato plants in pots, which was a bust. Won't do that again. I've tried that before and it didn't work. I don't know why I thought it would work this time. Just because my garden area where I normally put my garden area is not going to be the garden area anymore. It is going to be we've got a above ground pool. And so we've started laying sand there. I'm going to pick him up just for a second, everybody, so I can get his buttons on his overalls done. Give me just a second. So anyway, I don't have a garden spot, and we've got a very tiny backyard. And I planted a whole bunch of zinnias last year. So this year, where the zinnias were, I may put some tomato plants there and, you know, still put a couple, you know, some zinnias up in there as well. That's good. That brings the bees to your flowers. Oh my goodness, Mr. Ollie. Aren't you the sweetest baby boy? Here he is. Look at him in his little puppy outfit. Now the sleeves are, can you sit up there for me, baby? Can you sit up there for me, honey? Now, he does have a little puppy dog, Lovey. But it's not in here with me as of right now. Oh, little Ollie. There, I'll just kind of help him sit there. But you may need to cuff up your sleeves there, bud. Budro, we didn't need to cuff up these sleeves here. So this summer, I'm not sure, you know, we've got our patio out there, and I don't know, it is going to be kind of sad for me. And if you did not know, my daddy passed away on the morning of April 6th. And it's hard to believe that it's been 6 months because I can still hear his voice in my head. And I know his wife is just real struggling a lot, which, you know, is natural. And it's hard to see, you know, it's very hard to see, actually. But I'm kind of coming to peace with God right now. I'm healing through this, and I know that I need to start doing a devotional, and I found one that I'm going to be doing, and I'll possibly be sharing it on the channel as well. But anyway, so gardening was mine and my daddy's thing, and so we'll see whenever the time comes, you know, what I do. You know, I don't know what I'll do. But I've got these cute little teeny shoes. I think they'll look so sweet on him. And he has a tiny foot. He's a biggie boy, but he has a tiny foot. And so let me see if I can get these shoes on his Tootsie here. My grandson stayed the night with me last night. And his mommy has been staying at home with him because he went through a bout of sickness with congestion and stuff like that. And so where she was working, you're only allowed to miss 3 days. And then you get laid off. And he got sick, and she didn't have a choice but to quit or be fired, because she, has to stay home and take care of him. And his daddy, is he makes more money, therefore he's, not going to be the one to take off and lose his job. They work in the same place. So she's been home with him now, and he is definitely a mama's boy right now. And he's starting to recognize that if he's not familiar with you or his surroundings, he gets a little scared now. And so last night was the second time that I have kept him since he's been born. Well, his daddy works the shift where he gets off work at 10 o'clock at night. And sometimes he has to go a little bit over. But he comes home and he eats dinner, and they have, their schedule is late, and they stay up late, and because they get to sleep in late because daddy doesn't have to go to work till 1 p.m., So, so because of that, last night, I will say, was very hard. Very hard. He was just, guys, he was up till a little after 2 in the morning. But he was so tired, he would fuss, and then he'd be okay for, 10 or 15 minutes. And we're putting this cute little sweater on Mr. Ollie right now just because it is so chilly outside. We want to be nice and snuggly warm. So I have this adorable knitted sweater here that we are going to put on Mr. Ollie. And so, anyway, we were up till after 2 o'clock in the morning. Bless his little heart. For the first time, I saw him pout. Like he realized he wasn't at home, and his little frown, his smile, it's like turns upside down, and his little lips start. Oh my gosh, it broke my heart, you guys. I messaged his daddy, and that was like at 9. And I messaged his daddy, and I was like, we may be bringing him home because he just broke my heart with his little pout that he has. He realized he wasn't in his home environment, and they don't go much. Mama stays at home with him because daddy's got the vehicle. So, they don't get out and go too much. And he just got really scared there for a little bit. But then he woke up this morning, and he was still kind of, not feeling, he wasn't sick. He just was, he missed his mommy is what it is. So we took him home I guess it was maybe 10. It ended up being probably 10 when he got home. But, woo, am I tired. He wore his totty out, little man. But he is such a sweet baby. It was just he was in a different environment and a different time schedule. So here is his cute little hat we're going to put on him. It's a silly looking bunny that's crocheted, adorable. I found at a thrift store. And it's going to be crazy big, guys. It is going to be so big on him. Where'd he go? Could be a face warmer. Well, so maybe that's not gonna work. Let's check. I have another one, Ollie. I don't know if I brought it in here. It was funny, you guys. I had Lakin and my grandbaby, and my Ginger, who is my kitty cat. My white fluffy kitty cat. I had, well, we'll just do this. You don't need one on anyway. We'll just do this. Look at that. Look at that little boy. Yeah, so sweet. Such a sweet little boy. Patty cake, Baker Man. Roll him up, toss him in the pan. Sweet boy. So I told my husband this morning, I told him, I said, he probably is not going to come visit for a while. Just because, or not visit, just stay the night. I mean, I go and see him. I visit him just about every other day. But he's probably not going to be staying the night for a while just because it's hard, being on his schedule and not being on his schedule. And the thing is, you guys, is sometimes I stay up till 4 a.m. The difference is that I'm watching a movie or I have a hard time sleeping at night. And so I'm watching a movie or I'm crocheting, doing something to keep busy, and but it's different when you have a baby, and he wanted to be held, and not only did he wanted to be held, he wanted you to stand up with him, and that would work for a little while, and then we put him in his walker. He's 4 months old and weighs 20 pounds. He is a big boy. He's a big boy, but he is just so sweet. He really, he's my baby. He's my little baby, and I love him so much. But it was just hard. So maybe, it may be just a little bit before he comes to Tatis to stay the night again. It may be a while, but that's okay. That's all right. Toddy will get her lovins from visiting with him. I'm very lucky that I get to see him, as much as I do. Anyway, everybody, thank you for watching. Y'all have a great evening and stay warm.